Chapter 2 of The Mandalorian, dubbed The Child, picks up on an almost perfect level from the first episode that had me smiling with joy throughout, and it almost does everything right in continuing the good work. One thing I'm really enjoying about the show so far is the lack of overdrawn exposition. The story is moving at a really good pace. There's no stopping for 5 minutes to explain why the Mando is doing what he's doing. He simply knows what he has to do, and then he does it, and it allows things to move smoothly because of this. In this episode, we see the Mando recovering parts of his ship that was stolen by Jawas, whilst protecting his bounty that he acquired in episode 1. And once again, I'll not be spoiling anything, but truthfully, one thing that got me again is the high quality, real puppets and creations built to make this feel like classic Star Wars. Seeing the inside of a sandcrawler from a cockpit perspective, the Jawas, the bounty itself, which really makes me smile every time it's on screen, and even the little creatures that were running around the environment. The attention and the passion that has been put into this project, even down to the smallest details, is what really makes this feel like the original Star Wars, in such a unique way for me that draws me in. Additionally, even without much dialogue, I'm really enjoying the way they're giving the Mandalorian a personality through the way he moves and responds to things physically, especially towards his main bounty. And when he does speak, it only adds to it because of the voice performance by Pedro. It's imposing and strong, and it makes everything he says more impactful. It's really hard to develop a character this way, and I was cautious over whether they could by making him a relatively silent protagonist. But after 2 episodes, I can say I'm really quite getting into his character. The Indiana Jones visual references were obvious to see throughout the episode, and there was a great balance between the action, the slower paced world building, and the Mando's development as a character. Although at 30 minutes I kind of felt left wanting more. I think that's a little too short for a big budget show like this, despite the pacing being almost perfect. In terms of sound design, again, the soundtrack is really growing on me, especially the main theme, and the sound design is perfection. The only gripe with the audio was a certain overblown orchestral piece near the end of the episode that really did not fit with what was happening on screen, and it kind of pulled me out, but it was a very, very small issue. I can say at the end of episode 2, I found myself happy and wanting more, and the quality really doesn't drop in any way. It's a great continuation to the show, and like the first episode, all I can do is recommend it. $14 is roughly the price of a movie ticket, and it's the same for 2 months of The Mandalorian on Disney+. And honestly, I think this show is deserving of that price as much as a movie. If you're hesitant about whether or not to go ahead and buy Disney+ for The Mandalorian, I would honestly say do it. Pay 2 months for The Mandalorian on Disney+, and if you enjoy the service, continue. If not, cancel it until the next season. Either way, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for next week's review. If you can, please hit the like button, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and come and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, may the Force be with you. Always.